Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to talk about pricing your home to sell. Sometimes determining the value of your home can be very confusing. There's all these prices across the internet. You have your property tax assessment, maybe an insurance assessment, and then you have the price that you desire your home to be. So let's talk about the differences between valuations and comparable properties. Let's start with your property tax assessment. So each jurisdiction across the country has a different formula to calculate home value for the purpose of property tax. And these rarely correlate with the true market value of the home. Now let's talk about your homeowner's insurance valuation. Your insurance valuation is based on the cost to replace your home without the land. So the value is skewed compared to the market value, which of course would include the land. Another important thing to note is the insurance valuation happens when you renew your policy or when you buy your home and doesn't actually fluctuate with market value. You may be thinking, well, my neighbor's home sold for... And sometimes people can get really confused on the price of their home. Just because your neighbor's home sold for a certain amount, sometimes people think theirs will too. Even though homes may be similar in location and exterior features, interior features might vary quite a bit. Some homes might have more benefits, better layout, more upgrades, and other homes may not have that. Your neighbor's home does not indicate that you will get the same price, a lower price, a higher price on your home. What your neighbor's home does indicate is the very specific value of that property. But hang on to this idea because we're going to revisit it. Next point I want to make about pricing your home. What you paid for your home does not impact the market value currently. If you paid $300,000 for your home, that doesn't mean it's going to be worth that 5 years later. Ideally, we'd like to see your home appreciate over those 5 years, but it's important to understand that real estate does fluctuate. We would hope that you're building equity over time, but what you paid for your home is simply the market value of that piece of property at that point in time. Your desired home value might not be realistic to market value. But hey, before you come for me, before you leave little comments down below, understand that sometimes the desired value and reality does fall in line. It really does. And that is so great when it happens, and it's even better when sellers get a little bit more than they anticipated. It's all about understanding market conditions. So if a seller goes into it adamant that they will get this price and that's the end of discussion, they might struggle through the process. I mean, sometimes it's similar to wishing a unicorn picked you up for work, fly you over a rainbow to a pot of gold, and you'll never have to work again a day in your life. The best approach is to be realistic and work together with your agent to come up with a great strategy to sell your home. Online valuations are not actual value. So online valuations provide an estimated price range of your home, and most of the time they struggle with that. These valuations are everywhere. So many different websites have them. One website in particular will tell you how off they are on their estimates. And in a lot of cases, it's 7 to 10% off. So that could be 7 to 10% lower or higher on your home's value. These online valuations are looking at a bunch of different data. So they're looking at property tax assessments, they're looking at county assessments. So if somebody did a refinance or if they gave their home to a family member, say for the amount that was owed on it, that's going to mess with your home's valuation on these particular websites. They also take data from the MLS. But when you put all of these different data sources together, it can really mess with your pricing. The best way to get a reliable market value of your home is to contact your trusted real estate agent. Which brings us to the next part of this video, which is assessing and determining fair market value. Real estate agents often use the term comps for finding comparable properties in your area. So what's the most ideal is obviously a model match right in your community to give us a fair market value. Sometimes you can't find that, so you may look for homes with about a 200 square foot variance. Let's give an example here. Let's say your home is 3,000 square feet and we're looking for comparable homes within a 200 square foot variance. That means we're going to be looking for homes between 2,800 square feet and 3,200 square feet. So this would be the situation where your neighbor's home comes up in comparables, right? But this is where the confusion happens. So even if there's 100 square foot difference in the two homes, you have to look at price per square foot and multiply it out. So let's say that price per square foot is $180. You times that by the 100 square foot difference, and that's $18,000. It's extremely important to understand this concept. So that's why you might see in the same community homes at very different prices. Moving right along, the value of your home absolutely depends on where it is located. It's the oldest saying in real estate, location, 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 but it really is the truth. So if you take one home in North Salt Lake and compare it to the exact same home in Clearfield, you're going to have totally different prices. Obviously, the sales price too is impacted by supply and demand. We've all seen it at this point. We've all heard about it. The low inventory in Utah is driving prices up. And finally, the sales price is not determined in any way, shape, or form on what the owner needs to sell the home. This goes back directly to my earlier point about the desired price, right? It's completely normal and understandable and reasonable to want the most money out of your house as possible, just as it's reasonable for a buyer to want to pay the least amount possible. But the market is not going to give you what you need to sell your home just because you need it. The market is the market, and there's about 1 million different factors that come into play. So keep that in mind, and perhaps it's better to just wait it out if you're in this situation, or you need to evaluate what you really do need to sell the home. Thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate your time. If you have any other questions about pricing your home, you can certainly reach out to me and let me know. I'm happy to help you in any way that I can. I appreciate you all. Have a good day. Bye.